Welcome back, guys. I'm bringing this back a little bit earlier than planned because with 4 games left today, if we get 3 points, we could seal automatic promotion. So I'm going to play the next game live and we'll see what happens. But nonetheless, today is going to be the final episode of Season 1 of the Tim Sherwood Challenge.
Second to none.
So yeah, we are going to start off today with a home game against AFC Wimbledon. The final 3 games, I believe, are Walsall, Scunthorpe and Charlton. Yeah, so they're all quite low down in the table. Walsall is 17th, Charlton is 16th, Scunthorpe in 7th. So they're going for playoffs, so we'll see how we do against them. But before we get into today's first live game, let's have a look at the goals from the games off screen. Now, there were only 2 games played off screen. First of all, we travelled to Fleetwood Town, who took the lead with 38 minutes played, and it was a goal by Devante Cole, giving Fleetwood the lead. We came away from Highbury Stadium with a point. A dreadful goal kick by Swete bounced off of Jermaine Hilton into the goal, and we did get a 1-1 draw. Deserved? I'm not sure. Next, it was first against third as we hosted the MK Dons and took the lead with less than 3 minutes played. Nathan Delfonso with a finish past the goalkeeper to score his 26th goal of the season and a 1-0 lead for us. But once again, we had to settle for just a point as with 69 minutes on the clock, MK Dons got their equaliser. George Williams with the rebound after the first shot was saved by McGee and ended Swindon 1, MK Dons 1. Normally, if we had won that game, we probably would have secured promotion, so that's a bit of a pain. But yeah, our past 4 games have all ended 1-1. In fact, 5 of our past 6 have ended 1-1. The good news is we've been unbeaten in 9 games. The bad news is 5 of those have been draws. So yeah, we need to start scoring some more goals. Luckily, I think we do almost have a clean bill of health now. Anton Rodgers is a bit of a casualty at the moment. 6 to 8 days he's going to miss. But other than that, we have every player back. We've got no more suspensions anymore. So we're only missing the 1 player. And yeah, if we get a good result again today against AFC Wimbledon, we will secure the title, I think. We'll secure promotion, sorry. So there we go. MK Dons also host Scunthorpe, so we'll keep an eye on that. And Oxford for a second. They are having an away game against Bradford. So we'll keep an eye on all of the results as they come in. Now, I'm going to pick a good team for this. This is what we've been playing. And we've not been winning enough games. So we're going to change this a little bit. We are going to start Jonathan Abika alongside Delfonso. We're going to start Connor Thomas. We're going to play Murray as just an advanced playmaker on attack. I'm going to get rid of Ormond Otwell. We'll start Holmes Dennis. We can potentially secure promotion to the championship if we get a point here. That's, you know, because we're not expected. Okay, I didn't mean to press that. I misclicked there. We're not expected to get promoted. We're expected to get a mid-table finish this season, and it looks like we are going to get promotion because we're 5 clear of second, and we're 10 clear of third now. So hopefully we can do well. I've got the latest scores, bottom left, match stats, the live league table as well. So we'll keep an eye on all of them. We have a potential chance here. Jamie O'Hara to Doughty. And now Holmes Dennis, Doughty to Murray. Holmes Dennis, and that is in the goal. Delfonso gets on the end of it, and with almost 7 minutes played, it's a 1-0 lead. And that puts us, well, 8 clear of Oxford now, which means that we could potentially get the title in our next game. But yeah, a terrible mistake by the defender. I mean, Howell had to parry it away, straight at the feet of Delfonso. Nice, easy goal. We are staying on standard. Holmes Dennis clears the ball there. Nice and easy one there. There was no Wimbledon players in the area. As I said, they beat us in the reverse fixture. Abika scores! When was the last time he got a goal? It's his 19th of the season. He's had some fabulous games for us previously, but I think that's his first goal since the end of January, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, good to see Abika back to scoring form. If we can get the same for Norris, then that would make me very happy, because Norris has not scored in a long time. Probably not this year yet. And we're into what, April 2017? We have a corner here, and it's headed into the goal, and we've played 19 minutes, and we're 3-0 up. Rafa Branco has now scored. It's his 4th for the season. Murray with the ball here. It's Delfonso, and it's 4-0. We've played 32 minutes in this game. Where are the MK Dons? I think they're playing in a later kickoff because I don't see them. But Oxford aren't winning either. They've got a 1-1 draw at the moment with Bradford. But I think MK Dons are in a later fixture because I don't see them. But we are cruising at the moment. We're 4-0 up. And we're not even at half time yet. Delfonso's got 2. Abika's got 1. Branco's got 1. And this could not be going any better at the moment as Howell comes forth to collect that ball. Wimbledon have had a couple of shots. But our defenders have had very little to do at our ends. And well, here's Taylor here. And he rattles the bar. And that's the first real chance that Wimbledon have had in the game. And we need to make sure we don't do anything silly now. We have been 4-0 up in a previous game. And we've been pulled back to 4-3. Taylor's just scored for Wimbledon. So they will go into half-time with a goal. Lyle Taylor has scored. But Obika's on the ball here. We could get a 5th before half-time. There is still a chance to do so. Delfonso's on a hat-trick. And Darius Charles has committed a foul there. And he's been sent off for it as well. A straight red card. They've now made a substitution. Sean Murray will take the free kick. And it's just wide. But we will go in a half-time 4-1 up and with a man advantage. So, yeah, we can't really ask for anything more than that. Okay, I just want to put up their formation just very quickly to see what they're playing now. Okay, they've gone very defensive. They've gone for basically a 5-3-1. So, they've gone very defensive. We just need to, I think, just keep doing what we're doing. Because I think they're going to play the damage limitation game right now. So, yeah, we'll stay as we are, I think. Stay on standard and flexible. We're playing really well, so we'll see what we can do. The goal kick by McGee. That's a poor distribution. I mean, he's not been the best keeper, has McGee, the loanee from Spurs. And, oh god, that was almost 4-2 then. But Warren again, Parrott now. To Meads, I don't know. Now, when we're going to come in forward here, Sean Murray commits a foul there. He doesn't get a card or anything. I'm going to go a bit more structured. Okay, we are just going to take our foot off the gas a little bit. We're going to get a normal tempo. I'm going to get stuck in and close down a lot more. We're going to play a bit deeper, but we're going to retain possession, I think. Try and keep the ball. Because Wimbledon, while they're not having a lot of chances, they're getting a lot of shots away. Only 6 all game, but I'm just a bit concerned. Also, Sean Murray's getting a bit tired. But Murray with a free kick here, and there's a goal, and there's a 5th goal for Swindon, 5-1. Murray with 9 for the season now. He's been a good player for the season as well as Sean Murray. He's popped up with some goals here and there, and a free kick, nice and simple. I mean, the number 10 there, who are you? Playing, made no effort to deflect the ball there. We're playing extremely well. I'm going to take Doughty off because he's getting a bit tired out of there. We'll move Thomas to that left side, and we'll bring on Bishop. Next game, we could well win the title. And if that's the case, and I won't even bother showing the last 2 games, we'll just have a look at what happened in them and play to the end. That's full time. Swindon 5, Wimbledon 1. And I think that does secure promotion. And that has secured promotion to the Championship, apparently. And that also relegated Wimbledon. So, yeah, poor Wimbledon. Down to League 2 again. Okay, so our next game is an away game against Walsall. And I think if we win, we do become champions. Because we'll be 7 points clear. We have to better Oxford's result. What happened with MK Dons in the end? Did they fail to win? Looks like they drew against Scunthorpe. So, yeah, that did secure our promotion. Because they drew. So, yeah, we've won promotion. Initial budgets. We've got a transfer budget of £3.6 million. That's not too bad. We can definitely do stuff with that. Okay, that's a good team talk saying that we can win the title with our next game. It's gone well. I've said there's no pressure though. Okay, so away game against Walsall. We win the title. You know, some players are a bit tired. We are going to give Murray a bit of a rest today. We're going to start Jordan Stewart. Do you know, I think that's going to be the only change we're going to make. So, because this team did really well and we're going to stick with them. So, yeah, we won't make any changes. It's actually, I was going to say Walsall coming on the attack, but Obika has just bullied someone off the ball. But we've given it away again here. And now we've won possession. Stewart to Delfonso. That's cleared, only as far as Branco. Thomas to Stewart. Furlong. Delfonso. Goal. How many is that? 28 goals? 29. Delfonso's pushing 30 goals for the season. Furlong with a cross, Delfonso controlled it and then shot and scored. 1-0, less than 6 minutes played. Other than that goal, nothing has happened this half. We're into 37 minutes. And actually the goal has been the only highlight so far. Here we go though, another highlight, but it looks like it's going to go Walsall's way. Matt Chris is running down the flank and Julian Ngoy with a point blank shot and it's saved. And now it's Matt Chris again and Doughty with a good tackle there. And now it's us on the attack and that's just a little bit out of reach for Obika. Half time though, we will go in with a 1-0 lead. Get him to secure the title. I'm going to say he played well, but there's room for improvement. And then we'll let him do the team talk for the individual ones. What else can we do here? We are going to retain possession. Again, we'll just turn the tempo down a little bit. I think we'll leave it at that. Into an hour in the game. I do want to try and give some other players some chance to get some goals. So we don't have Norris on the bench. Alright then. Let's try and find a goal for Mr. Scott Twine, because he hasn't scored yet. We've played him a few times. He's probably not ready for this level, so if we can find him a goal, that would be nice, but we'll see what we can do. 63 minutes though. I mean, Walsall, you know, they've had the odd chance. O'Hara's getting a bit tired though. We're going to get him off because we do want to keep some players. Let's play Bishop just a bit deeper as the ball went out. Stick with the diamonds. Yeah, I mean, well, it's been a very boring game actually. Apart from our goal, there's been very little action. So, you know, we're doing our job okay. You know, we've done what we need to do. Oxford aren't winning. There is a highlight here, though. It could go our way, though. Michael Doughty. And that's given away. And now Morris. Furlong wins the ball there, but he's lost out. And now wins it back. So that's good recovery by the right back. And that's a terrible clearance. Now Osborne coming forward. Matt Chris to Morris. And that's a goal. Matt Chris with the finish. 82nd minute. It's 1-1, but it doesn't matter because we will still be champions. Matt Chris with the ball over to Morris. And then he got on the end of the rebound. McGee with the first save. And then Matt Chris was the first player to react. I mean, you can do what you want because even if we lose at this point, we will still be the League One champions. So if you want to score, score. I don't really care. Although Scott Twine could have a chance to score here. He's passed to Holmes Dennis. Here's the cross. And it is Scott Twine. And the kid has got his goal at last. His first goal for the club in the 85th minute. And it might give us the 2-1 win. Look at this. It was a ball to Holmes Dennis. Holmes Dennis with the cross. And then it was, well, Everidge completely mishandled the ball. And it fell to Scott Twine. And the kid could not have, he couldn't have missed. So 17-year-old Scott Twine has his first goal for Swindon. It took a few matches to happen, but in the end it did. So yeah, I'm happy, and it's given us the lead back, and yeah, we are going to be 10 points clear, and it will secure the title. We've got a minute left in the game. We could get a third before the full-time whistle happens. Delfonso on the ball, Michael Doughty to Thomas, and Isaiah Osborne's going to get a red card here, second booking for him. Walsall down to 10 men. There it is, Walsall 1, Swindon 2, and we are the League One champions. So yeah, we've been leading for about half the season. I think we deserve it. You know, we did have a bit of a hiccup. We lost 4 games in a row at one point. But yeah, in the end, I think our form throughout the season was really good. I think that is fully deserved. Okay, so I'm not going to play those 2 games live. I'll do those off screen. And we'll jump back. This will probably be tomorrow. But I'll resume this because I've got to play those 2 games. And it's gone 10 o'clock at night. So yeah, I'll play those 2 games. I'll come back to this tomorrow and we'll have a look at all the end of season stuff. And how much money we'll get to spend and who wins what. And just how people did. So yeah, I'll join you very shortly for the second part of this video, I guess. Or the final part of this video.
Tomorrow.
The penultimate game of the season was a home game against Scunthorpe, and surprise surprise, Luke Norris scored the only goal in the game, a 1-0 win, but Norris's first goal since November. However, the final game of the season against Charlton at the Valley didn't go to plan. I think we were already on holiday. Charlton took the lead in the 26th minute, Josh McGuinness with the goal. And just a few minutes later, it was 2-0 and McGuinness scored again. And Charlton took a 2-0 lead into half-time. A lovely finish. And the keeper couldn't do anything. On the hour, we did pull a goal back to make it 2-1. And Nathan Delfonso got his 30th goal of the season. 30 in all competitions. and I think he finished third in top scorers in the league. However, with 88 minutes played, Charlton scored a third goal, and McGuinness completed his hat-trick. And McGee, I don't know what he was doing there. We did get another goal to make it 3-2, but left it a little too late. And it was actually an own goal. Thomas's shot took a wild deflection off of the defender Pearce, and it ended Charlton 3, Swindon 2, and we ended the season with defeat. So yeah, I think we were kind of mentally on holiday with that last game. We didn't go to plan. So yeah, we lost 3-2. But that run of games was terrific. I think it was 12 games unbeaten, which I think is the longest we went all season, which is remarkable considering how badly we, played in February, where we lost 4 in a row. But we had a really good run of games where we didn't lose, and that essentially secured us the title. So that's really good stuff. So what did the final table look like? Well, we finished top of the table with a very respectable 91 points, 27 wins, 10 draws and 9 defeats. Surprisingly, Peterborough came second. Oxford and MK Dons, they were battling for that second spot for quite a while, but they dropped off, and Peterborough took the lead there and got second place and got the second automatic promotion spot, leaving Oxford and MK Dons to battle in the playoffs. And they're joined by Scunthorpe and Sheffield United, and they're going on at the moment, so we'll see who else gets promoted in a short while. As far as down the other end of the table, AFC Wimbledon on the end finished bottom of the table. We beat them 5-1 earlier, and they're joined into League 2 by Bury, Northampton and Coventry. Here is our season review. Few will have tipped Swindon to achieve more than a top half finish heading into the season, but the Robins confounded every expectation by finishing top of the pile as unlikely champions. That sounds good. And the domestic competitions at the end of the day went quite well as well. Actually, we got to the FA Cup 5th round, the last 16, where West Brom beat us. The EFL Cup, we had a fantastic upset win against Everton, which feels like an eternity ago now. But it was QPR that knocked us out at the end of that. League One, we of course won it, and in the Check and Trade Trophy, we got to the Southern Section quarter-final, and then we were humbled by Chelsea under-23s, who went on to win the whole thing. And I don't agree with that. I don't really think that reserve teams for top teams should be playing in this competition. I don't agree with it, because Chelsea, against me, played players like Oscar and David Luiz and people that should really be in Chelsea's first team. Our match of the season was a 3-1 win away against MK Dons back in December, but the moment to forget was the 3-0 defeat against Oxford. I agree with that. That was an awful showing. Average attendance of 10,301, only 66% full, so that's a bit of a shame. But hopefully with the Championship football, that will increase. I do want to try and look at buying our stadium as well, because we're only renting it at the moment. Total players used was 31, which was the second most in the league. I did actually miss the end of season awards. I stopped here because this is what came up. Player of the season, no surprise to see Delfonso winning that with his 30 goals. Rafael Branco came second, started the season injured, came in and did a stellar job in defence. And third place was Sean Murray, who popped up with a few goals here and there. I think he got 9 in total. Jonathan Nabika scored the goal of the season against the Swansea under-23s. He's also just signed a new contract, as has Delfonso, so that's good. And the only player that's a bit disappointing contract-wise at the moment is Jordan Stewart, because he wanted a new contract, and apparently Tim Sherwood has declined. Sean Murray won Young Player of the Year. The signing of the season was Richard Wood from Rotherham, who actually did play really well, actually. He was a January signing by Tim Sherwood, played 15 games, and he did a pretty solid job, actually. He did quite well. Okay, so the team meeting, so next season, it's got to be just a stay up, hasn't it? I'm going to say the second option, which is congratulations on winning promotion this season. It's a great achievement, but we have to focus on staying up next season now, and I'm convinced that with the right additions to the squad, we can avoid the drop. Let's see what they say to that. They're very happy with that. Richard Wood says he's pleased to hear that strengthening the squad will really help us reach our goals. It'll take a lot of hard work and effort to stay in the Championship, but we definitely have what it takes. That is exactly the sort of reaction I wanted. That's spot on. Okay, so in the semi-finals, MK Dons have gone through. They knocked out Scunthorpe. And the other one, I believe Oxford had a big win at Bramall Lane. It was like 3-1 or something like that. So you would think on paper that Oxford would be going through there, yes. I mean, we may well be joined by Oxford in the Championship. They did win 3-1 again, so 6-2 on aggregate. So we're going to be joined in the Championship by Peterborough and then either Oxford or MK Dons. This is going to be interesting. All in all, this season, I've been very happy with Sherwood's buys. As far as sales go, he sold probably our 2 best players in Kasim and our goalkeeper Vigouroux. So I'm pretty disappointed in that. But in terms of who he's brought in, we've not really had a player that's been really bad. McGee's been a bit poor. But other than that, Neil Bishop's been a great midfielder, 35 years old, and probably became one of the best players in the team. Richard Wood was a great defender. Jeremy O'Hara came in and did well. David McAllister didn't really play a lot. Went a bit over the top of the defenders though, didn't he? Philip Anderson, he did play 1 or 2 games. And then he also bought these guys here. Yeah, Harrison, another goalkeeper. He did go a bit over the top with the defenders, but all in all, I think I'm quite happy. So the play-off final, Oxford versus MK Dons. We're going to see who's going to be joining us in the championship. And it is Oxford. They went through on penalties, and they were 1-0 up. They went 2-1 down, and then got an equaliser through McDonald, and then took it to penalties. And we're going to be joined by Oxford United in the championship. That's very interesting indeed. Oxford getting back-to-back promotions. Sean Murray won the League One Player of the Year. That's incredible. He actually was statistically the best player. Scored 7, set up 9. Really good work. Well done, Sean Murray. Nathan Delfonso came 3rd in the top goal scorers in the end. 22 league goals, 30 in all competitions. And we won Manager of the Year. And we had Nathan Thompson and Sean Murray in the Team of the Year. So lots of awards and stuff like that. We will very quickly, before we end this off, have a look at where else we ranked in League One. Looking at stats. So the team overview, we scored the most goals, 84. Defensive wise, I think we were sort of in the bottom 5 in terms of defensive. We'll have a look at all those in a minute. In terms of headers won, I think we were actually the worst. We won the least amount of headers, but in terms of the ratio of headers won, we were 17. So not a lot of headers really. We had the second most yellow cards in the league with 91. I think about 15 of those were Neil Bishop. Red cards we had 3. We had the best result for games scored in a row, or games in a row in which we scored, 13. The best unbeaten run in the end. Well, at the moment it's Millwall, but we did have that 13-game unbeaten run. We scored the joint second most goals from corners, the joint 4th most from free kicks. There's a pass completion. Completed the most passes by quite a lot as well, almost 27,000 passes. In 46 games. MK Dons, with 3 extra games, only managed 21,000. As far as defending, we were 3rd in terms of goals conceded. Net transfer spend. We didn't spend any money, did we? No, in fact, we got back 1.3 million from our sales, so we didn't actually spend any money on players. Okay, we're just going to see who did well with our players. So Sean Murray, well, we've got lots of players here for games won. We did win probably the most games. Yellow cards, yeah, Bishop got 13 yellow cards in the league, so that put him in that list. Rafa Branco got 2 red cards. A couple of players got 4 reds, wow. In terms of distance covered, we don't have anyone there. Average rating, you had Delfonso and Murray up there. Doughty and Thompson were a bit further down the list, and Furlong was in 15th. Top scorer in the end was Billy Sharp with 25 league goals. But Delfonso had the best goals per minute ratio, or minutes per goal ratio, with a goal every 101 minutes. Best pass completion was Michael Doughty with 92% pass completion, made 18 key passes, 4 assists. So I don't think there's anything else we need to look at. We've been hit with a tax bill because of financial records. That's not the end of the world. Kit sponsors. That's alright. Top shirt seller was Delfonso. Murray, Doughty, Abika, and Connor Thomas. That's quite an interesting one. Got 5th. So yeah, let's have a look at who else is going to be joining us in the championship. So, the final's still got to be played. We'll have a look at that. Okay, so Derby got promoted from the championship, so they'll be in the Premier League. So let's have a look at the championship table then. It's there. Bristol City still in it. No, they got relegated to League One, so we will miss out on Bristol City. So Newcastle, Huddersfield and Derby go up. Bristol City, Rotherham and Burton Albion go back down. Who's getting relegated from the Premier League? Middlesbrough, Swansea and Sunderland will be some of the games we'll be playing next season, which is quite interesting. It was won by Man United. A pretty routine top 6 really. Leicester finishing 7th in the end. But Watford and West Brom getting Europa League because of their competition wins. That's pretty mad. Okay, so we are approaching the end of May. I don't think there's anything else that we need to speak about. I will just see who got promoted from League 2 though, just very quickly. Wycombe won the playoffs. Plymouth, Leyton Orient and Luton got promoted. Morecambe and Grimsby go down to the National League. So I think that will do it. So yeah, we are approaching June now. Everything's over. There's no more football now. There's no competitions or anything in the summer even. So yeah, that will do it, and that's the first season done. So yeah, next episode we'll crack straight on with season 2. So I don't know what our first game will be. I've got no idea. John Goddard is going to get sold to Wycombe though. That's a good one because we didn't use him at all. He was a winger. We don't use wingers in our tactics, so that will be a player off the wage bill. That's good. £71,000 as well. We'll get a bit of money for that. But Doughty, Furlong and Jones have all gone back to their respective clubs. But yeah, next episode we'll crack straight on with season 2. Who our first game will be against, I've got no idea because they haven't been shown yet. But yeah, we will jump straight in. We'll only be the one game next episode because no doubt there's going to be news and signings and things like that. Tim Sherwood's going to have a busy summer, I can see it. So yeah, that will do it for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below, leave any comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, hit subscribe, and I will see you next episode for the start of Season 2 of the Tim Sherwood Challenge. Hope you've enjoyed Season 1. Season 2 hopefully will be as good, hopefully better. And I will hopefully see you then. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.